welcome back to what is another edition here of the Brilliantly Dumb Show as Mikey V arrives. And here comes Joey D out of the gates as well. Can we get some eyes on the D man? Audio is connected, and another really nice, crispy sweater from the D man. D man, welcome to the program there, big dog. Joey Swole Cuts in
Swole
full
Cuts.
effect. He is
Whoa.
back.
Yes.
The return of the Swole. I think it's great, Joseph. I really do.
I mean, there's a time that comes, Bob, where you just have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, change has got to be made. And that's exactly what is, what happened. I remember there was a time not too long, well, seems long ago now, but where I looked on the scales like 220 and I was like, damn, I really got to get back into it. I got to get back to like the 200, like just got to lose like 20 pounds. Now that's like, that time has come and gone. And I mean, we'll see what happens. A lot of people are like, oh, you're still doing it. I'm like, dude, I'm 3 days in, like the first week, I feel like you can be motivated to do it. It's like, where are you going to be in a month from now? Or, and then the tough thing is the holidays are coming up. And I know there's an inevitability of like some of the meals that I'm going to have during Christmas and stuff. It's just going to happen, but I'm going to have to bust my ass harder. It is what it is. We'll see what happens.
We got Swole Cuts coming back, and then FP's been in the gym, which is really good to see too.
Really?
So Mike
has he continued going?
Really?
Well, that's another story, but I believe he's partying up in Miami. But the want is there. You know what I mean? And I think that's half the battle. So when a lot of people thought it was clickbait, which partially it was on the Brilliantly Dumb Show when we said there's got to be changes for Bob Does Sports. Part clickbait, but part two, I mean, there is some changes coming along. I think it's terrific.
I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how long it lasts, right?
Yeah.
I do think that if I could go with this in the past, I mean, Bob, I've gone like crazy and I've lost a bunch of weight. But the problem is then I just get complacent. I put it all back on again, right? Like, it's like, I think, Mikey, you would know, like trying to like lose the weight is one thing, but keeping it off and continuing to maintain like a healthier lifestyle is like a whole different fucking kettle of fish.
Yeah, I don't know anything about kettles of fish, but I know one thing is that the timing is going to be difficult for you. Like, you chose a fucked up time to do this. Like you said, the holidays is a very, very tempting, for me, it's going to like the routine has to stay the strictest around the most like difficult times. And that's the holidays. Like this time of the year, like you really have to be so good the days that you don't have any engagements between the holiday parties, the work parties, like all like going to the family, like the days off of work, things like that. So for me personally,
you don't think I could do it?
No, I do. I just think the timing is, you made it more difficult on yourself is what I'm saying. Like starting right before Christmas is hard.
Well, why not do it at the hardest time, and then it gets easier as you go on?
No, I mean, that's true. If you can get over the hump, that's very true. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, I like usually like people will wait until after the new year. So like the New Year's resolution thing, but you didn't like to do that. I mean, we've shit on New Year's resolutions anyway here. We've said it's overrated.
It is true, but Joe, maybe if you did decide to do that, all that fat turns into muscle. So if you just beef up and then Cutsy just gets all fucking yoked out. But I do see what you're saying, at least, Mike, that it's a tough time. But I think, Joe, you were just so eager to start.
The people mistaking me for Perez is where I draw the line. That's where it started happening regularly. And it's time. It's time, man.
Did it have something to do with that airport when we ran into the fan that thought it was you? Did that?
That's not the only time it's happened. It's happened a couple other times. Even the other day, I was golfing, and I was golfing with this guy, and I from the other tee box, I heard, "Hey, Fatty P," and I,
oh my god, yeah,
and I was like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's being addressed to me. Because I can't imagine who else would be screaming out Fatty P. And I didn't look, and then it happened again. And I was like, I'm not giving this guy the courtesy of turning around and looking. And it was at that point where I was just like, that's it. I mean, then the ROM video came out, and Jet and Ticketer collaborate on a fucking video where he's asking who weighs more. Like, what are we doing here, dog? Like, I mean, come on, man. I put out the weight on the scale. People are like, you're only 259. I thought you were like pushing 280. And I'm like, yo,
That's not right.
part of the problem is
And
I
by the
refuse
way,
to
you
look-
wage yourself with like clothes on and probably not you're supposed to weigh yourself first thing in the morning completely stark naked.
Mikey, does my face look a little thicker to you?
Yeah, you blew up.
Seriously?
Yeah, you blew up, man. I was gonna tell you before, but I didn't want to you look like you blew up a little bit.
Seriously?
Oh,
No. You look Bob, you look exactly the same every time. You have a
Don't
very
tell him that. He's
consistent,
gonna go
I feel
run
like you have a
5
very
miles.
consistent look. Like I don't feel like your weight. Does your weight fluctuate? Because I feel like you always look pretty much the same all the time.
I'm telling you, I think that Arizona trip, we packed on so much, and I look at myself, I'm like, okay, you look lean, but on the scale now, I'm 196.
I don't fuck
That's
with
a
the
good
scale,
weight.
man. You know, a lot of people, they ask me like, well, what are you doing LB wise, like
get
month to month?
it.
I don't weigh myself ever. I go completely off of how my clothes fit. Like how am I fitting into my 36 waist, the 38 waist, like dress pants versus jeans. Like that's how I could know how I'm.
But that's not a good
doing.
median, though. You don't know what you weigh then.
Yeah, I don't care though. Like
Can
I
I
don't
t-
care. You know
can
what I
I-
mean? Like, cause like I know.
That's a good place to be.
Mikey,
Yeah.
that would have ruined. That would have sent me into a tailspin. If you said that I did, I would have ran 10 miles.
I know
today.
you would. I was just fucking, I
Yeah.
should have kept it going, but I'm just fucking with you. But no, I just like weight, like to me, like I know if I'm fucking up bad. Like I know when I'm gaining weight from my clothes. I know
Like
instantly.
Daytona, you're out of control.
Daytona was crazy, bro. Daytona was,
Yeah.
but Daytona was like, so that was in February of this year. So I got hurt in November of last year. I wasn't even able to get back into the gym until January. So that was only a month back into the gym. I was still a fat fuck. So I had to really like that was in the very beginning stages of getting back to where I needed to be.
That Daytona trip, we set the tone with that ice cream that night to where when you start like that, I've had some Bob the Sports trips where it started out where I'm holding my own, but the second you have that one cheat meal, I just get in. Oh, fuck it, 3-4 days, I'll get back to the grind. After that,
it's and I mean to do the full like breakfast, it's bad enough to order out. But to do it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks and dessert, like that's really where you really have like crossed the line of just being a total piece of shit. Like we toe the line, but that's where you cross the line of just being the worst ever.
Yeah.
That
But
seems to be like a regularity for us.
That's the nail on the head that Joe just said.
Well, none of us
guys.
None of
you
us
guys,
quote
this is a regular occurrence. For me, I go on maybe a handful of those trips a year. So when I go, I really don't care because I never do that. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just want to remind you that the Brilliantly Dumb Show is brought to you by the fine folks over at SeatGeek. You have a lot of things in full swing. NFL, getting ready to lead on into the playoffs. NBA in full swing. Look out, NHL is going. If you want to do any of these live events, make sure you do it the right way and use the code BDShow10. That's BDShow10 for 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek. Whether you're a new customer, return customer, it doesn't matter. BDShow10 is going to get you 10% off your tickets. Make sure you keep an eye out for the green dot when searching for your tickets to ensure that you're getting the best deal available. The fine folks over at SeatGeek are looking out for you. BD Show 10. We'll see you over there. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this program. Can I tell you guys what? I screen recorded this clip yesterday. I think I watched it 1,000 times.
This guy is so sick.
Somebody's gonna get Joe. Either me or you are gonna get completely fucking roasted by it.
It's one of my favorite clips of all time. Okay,
it's for sure me.
You think it's
out of control. It's for sure me.
I thought Joe was gonna say something in this clip.
Okay, so it is you.
It looks like he's
Always
getting.
me.
It looks like he's getting ready to say something. But then nothing comes out. It's one of my favorite. Look at the D-man here.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything. I
was dying, dude. What are we doing here, man? This guy is, this guy is absolutely.
The thumbs up, bro, is so good. Joe, I I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I was expecting you to say something also, but I kind of like it. I like the message where it's just like guys just showing the work he's putting in.
Yo, it's one of my favorite clips.
And by the way, let me say something right now. I don't want to
Go
put
ahead.
every time I go to the gym in, but there's actually been a lot of people who've reached out to me and they're like, okay, let's
Great.
do this. Let's do this together. So like, especially like early on, I don't want to like not post stuff because I want to keep like, by the way, I'm not a spokesperson for anybody, but if I can help motivate someone else to like get into the gym and do stuff, like, then I'm going to do it. But you know, the gym isn't the issue. I go to Nicole gets me to the gym almost every day. It's the eating, dog.
That's
And
what he said to me the other day, Bob. He said, I go to the gym every day. He goes,
I
it's not a
almost
matter
do.
of going to the gym. He goes, it's the diet. The
Eating.
diet.
Yeah,
And that's what people I don't think get, man. Like the diet is literally like, it's disturbing. It's like 70% of the whole thing,
insane.
70 to 80%. The workout is just like,
It's amazing though, like when what you put. I think we're at the age now too. Even I'm at the age, even being younger, you guys were like, if you have a late night McDonald's, you're gonna feel that the next morning. Where it used to not be like that. You used to just rip
No,
it
you
and
used to
be
eat
back.
whatever you wanted, man.
Yeah.
Metabolism's a bitch. And you know, I put on my Twitter the other day, I said, you know, they got now self-driving cars and robots and all this shit. You'd think that they would have found a way to figure out how to like make bad food taste good.
yo,
Good food tastes good because all the stuff that's not good for you tastes good, and everything that's healthy, like 90% of it, tastes like ass.
some guy replied to that tweet, some random, and he was like, yo, just why don't you just make your like cook your own meals? And Joe's response was,
Oh yeah.
I don't cook, dog.
I don't.
That was just plain and simple, like bro.
By the way, I saw him going at it with people on Twitter. It's like
Oh, dude, it was so good. It was
It's
so
like
good.
it's like one of the only weight loss journeys where like the person losing weight is just like, yo, fuck you. Like fuck you. You know? So
Because
good.
people are like talking shit, and I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody, but it's like, why does everybody have to comment on something? You know, like
Well, Joe, I mean, you have
this guy.
hundreds of thousands of followers. Like, if
Wow.
you're gonna put something like that into the atmosphere, you don't think
Boy, it
there's
holds
gonna
me
be people-
accountable.
right? But there's gonna be people that are gonna break your balls.
This
That's
guy
just the
wrote,
way it
bro is
goes.
folding on day one. I said, fuck you, folding. I'm spitting facts.
Dude, he's even better on Twitter. I'm
He's the
telling
best.
you.
He's arguably the best. on
I
Twitter.
wonder, I don't understand. Like, I guess with Joe now, I've kind of like, I used to get really annoyed. Like, I'd get upset with Joe, like, Joe, don't respond back to them. Like, it's a losing game. I've kind of learned to just let him go. Like,
Yeah.
just let him eat. You know
I'm
what I
never
mean?
gonna say anything that's like totes the line or
Detriment, like a
crosses.
Jersey Jerry type thing.
Yeah, I'm never gonna like threaten someone or say something derogatory, but I'm not gonna tolerate someone coming for my throat
No.
if it's uncalled for. It's like, what are we doing?
No.
Like, let's be civil here. You know, you can make fun of me, but like at the same time, like, you know, pick the right time, you know? Like
Right.
we go on these streams and like these guys just come for my throat, Mikey. They just
Dude,
like
let me
it's
tell you something.
relentless.
I don't even know how you guys can read those comments, bro. I don't even know how they're so rapid fire. I look over, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I can't even like it's
annihilated.
too much.
Yeah, we do. I mean, but anybody who comes on the stream gets like nobody's safe. I to be honest, I'm so used to it for doing it so long now that like the comments, it just doesn't get me anymore. It really does. We're just so used to, I just think just getting fucking roasted.
Mikey, do you have haters?
Yeah, you know I got
You know when
I'm
Mikey,
asking.
I got-
Mikey's got the
I got
voices.
plenty.
I don't know. Do you have haters?
I got plenty of haters.
do you know when Mikey's haters, like I feel like Mikey had a time where like no, he wouldn't get any hate at all. When Mikey started getting some haters, from what I've noticed, Mikey, is when he put out the Justin Fields report that didn't come through. Anything he
Oh, that was
posts
one.
about the
That was one.
anything he posts about the Bears, they'll just be like, "Yo, isn't this the Justin Fields guy?"
My biggest haters come from my sports teams because
But that's
people
okay.
they hate Ohio State, they hate the Yankees, and then people come at me for the Bears all the time.
But
Like
you
people
think, like, the
inherently
Bears-
hate the New York Yankees and hate Ohio State. Like that's just two teams that I know people just no matter what, they just hate them. Like the Jet. Jed has no real reason to hate Ohio
Oh,
State.
he
but
hates on the Yankees.
He hates, right. And there you go.
Yeah.
And people have no reason, like, it's not personal. It's just they hate the team. It is what it
Jed
is.
doesn't even have a real team. Like he's just a you know,
He's just a degenerate gambler.
he's a troll. He's like a real life
total
troll.
internet. Yeah, total internet.
He's
troll.
a good troll, though. He really
Well,
is.
he'll
He's a
get
talented
pissed.
troll. He's
If you tell him like, hey, you're a
He's
troll,
got game.
he get pissed.
He's got game.
But he's an internet troll, and he won't want to hear that. But that is true. He's an internet troll.
He should take pride in that. I think he's, you know what? Because trolling to me is like, when you troll somebody, like if you're good at it and you're so like nondescript and discreet and like under the radar that the person really doesn't have any clue and they get angry, but not for what they should be getting. It's actually, it comes off so brilliant. So he should take some pride in it. I think he's a great troller, great
I
A
think
troller.
that trolls on the internet are different than trolls in real life. Like troll in real life, like Skip Bayless is to me the ultimate troll. Like he is the guy.
It's all an act, though.
But he started that, like, and then I felt like people followed. Like I always say, I used to love Colin Cowherd, but then like Skip Bayless used to, like he trolled, but then it's like clickbait now. Like Colin Cowherd does the same thing.
So bad now. Bad.
When Colin Cowherd was with ESPN, Michael, he never used to do that. He was
when he was on ESPN radio, he was actually decent. Now he's so like he botches like such easy, like basic sports information. It's like,
that guy
it's
sucks,
so
man.
bad. And I'll give you another one. This Dove Kleinman on Twitter is one of the absolute biggest clickbait guys. And he has tons of followers.
It works.
And he just does like the most ridiculous, like, what do you think this person is doing? Like the worst clickbaity shit imaginable. But like you said, it works. It works. The engagement goes way up. I just think it's just so stupid. But
ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what else works is the fine folks over at Squarespace. You cannot go wrong with Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. So again, if you're just starting a business or if you're managing a business, give Squarespace a try. You cannot go wrong. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/dumb to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's www.squarespace.com/dumb. Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring the Brilliant Dumb Show. Something that I want to say that really bothered me that I honest to God did not know, and I stay pretty up to date sports. Like I know ball, but finding out that Oregon was in the Big Ten really bothered me. College football has.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that. Did they not? Did they come in this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pac-12 completely.
Pac-12, it dissipated.
You can't even keep track of where these teams are anymore. Like they've really, I think it's kind of ruined it. As good as college football is, it's really ruined it.
The weirdest thing about college football this year was that you had these teams. I think that you came close to a new team in all the mega conferences, a new team to the conference winning the conference championship game. You had Arizona State. They're new to the Big 12.
The fact that they're getting a bye is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Well, you don't know yet. You don't know yet.
Well, they won their championship.
Yeah,
so
but it's between them or Boise State for that last bye. You don't know which one's going to get it.
But I'm saying the fact that one of those teams would get a bye over a team like Ohio State or Georgia is ridiculous.
The bye system is a little crazy. But again, like what I was saying was, there's a new team in the conference that played for their conference championship. Arizona State. Texas was new to the SEC. They almost won it. You had Oregon, new team to the Big Ten, won the Big Ten title. And then you had in the ACC, you almost had SMU beat Clemson. So, I mean, like it was crazy that all these new teams came into the conference. Not only that, but they did so well, all the new teams that came into the conference, which surprised me greatly. But it's convoluted because the Big Ten dissolved the divisions. There's no more East-West. Now it's just the two best records. But in the SEC, it's still the SEC East and the SEC West. So it's like, and in the ACC, same thing. You got a team like Clemson with 3 losses playing in the conference championship. personally to me, like, it's tough to leave Miami out of that game, even though Miami lost a couple games, still the record was better. So again, to me, it's like they got to figure a couple things out still, but it looks like it's trending to like just like a couple mega conferences.
But it's like
all
even
football
like
conferences go.
USC being in the SEC, like them.
No, the Big Ten.
I'm sorry,
Big
USC
Yeah.
playing in the Big Ten. The
Yeah.
travel that they have to do
Insane,
now,
though.
it's
like Rutgers has to go to USC. Like that's
it's
ridiculous.
Great.
Ridiculous.
It's just nuts. It's just it's hard
Well,
to keep
They're
track
prepping
of.
them for the NFL. That's what they're doing. The NFL, you got to do that.
Yeah.
With all the NIL and all the transfer portal now, the whole thing is just, it's like turned up on its head. It's not the same. It's just different. It's just totally different. Like you got these teams that are like, they're built from the portal and they could just compete. Like they just have these guys, like this running back from Arizona State who lit it up yesterday. He's a transfer guy. He transferred in there. Like these guys are just, it's crazy.
Mikey, did you buy an Arizona State coffee mug that I saw?
Sure did. Yeah,
Oh,
sure did. I made the promise. I said, if Arizona State covers this spread, because I gave it out for the subs, I was like, I'll buy some kind of Arizona State. I've been known to do that though. Like if a particular game, I've been known to do that.
Didn't I send you a jersey one time?
No, but you went to the Ole Miss game and I bought the powder blue polo because it was so nice. That Ole Miss, me and Luna Lou partied bet the Ole Miss game because you were there and we took Ole Miss and they covered and we got the Ole Miss polo.
I remember that, but I think I sent you a jersey of somebody, or I sent you something, socks, or of somebody that we want to bet on that we absolutely loved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was socks, but I don't remember who. But it was socks.
Yeah,
it was a player. It was a prop bet, probably back in the Prize Picks days. And
yes,
it was a sock of somebody. I don't remember who though.
You know what?
It was good.
What prop bet still bothers me till this day? It was one of the most detrimental prop bets we've ever had.
Yeah, I bet you I know. Derek Carr rushing
That's
yards?
exactly what it was. Yeah, that's exactly. Mike, why don't you tell the folks about the Only Subs meetup?
Only Subs meetup January 11th, NFL wild card Saturday, 2 games. Listen, going to be a lot of fun. Live DJs, live music. Joe's shaking his head. Don't know why, but everything's a big joke to Joe. So we'll just say that. Listen, it's
kind of making it sound
time.
like Tiesto's headlining for the thing.
Oh man,
yo, you're just such a cocksucker sometimes. Do you realize how big of a jerk off you are sometimes?
Can't you take a joke? It's funny.
You just fly through the
up
world.
like
right. No, I mean, he asked me a question. I wasn't even ready for it. I didn't know he was going to.
He went from like this, Bob, to all of a sudden he's like, "Let me tell you about the Only Subs meetup. We got DJs coming in."
I could hit it because I could hit balls off the fly, dude. That's what I can do. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like you could come at me with high heat and I could put it out of the park. That's what I can do. You know what I'm saying?
Because Mikey, high heat to you is belt high, baby.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Hey, might be in on Corbin Burns, Bob. Might be a Corbin Burns situation for the Yanks.
I'll be honest with you. Not that I know people get upset when we just talk Yankees, but if the Yankees don't get Soto, I don't think it's the worst thing. My dad was going on a rant about it. And I don't disagree with him. No, it's not Joe, you could go out for what they're gonna pay this guy.
That's the correct side of the argument if you're gonna argue it. That's true, because you're gonna be crippled. If you go and get him, like you're not gonna do much else. Like that'll be it.
That's
if
it.
You get
But the Dodgers went and got Otani, and then they got all these. They just got Blake Snell now.
Yeah, they're rewriting the book though, man.
Yeah.
They're rewriting the way business is done with these like delayed contracts and paying deferred money down the road. And
they're
are.
Gonna win
I'm not arguing that at all.
You could hand them the title next year. They're gonna win it again.
Oh, they're gonna win with
injury dependent. Baseball's weird though. You know that, Bob. Baseball's very weird. But yeah, again, back to the Only Subs meetup real fast. January 11th, Saturday. You get your ticket now online. All you could drink, full open bar, first 4 hours for the first game. Second game will be there. Live DJs, game sound on. Luna Woodfire Tavern. That's the official sponsor of the Brutally Dumb Show.
It is.
And that'll be a very fun night. We're gonna have a lot of people there. It's gonna be a really good time. If you like to watch games, all you can eat food, really good food and drinks. It'll be a fun time. So January,
giving out picks.
Yeah, for sure. That's our game. I mean, that's our meetup, just like last year. So
by the way, you know, with Luna Lou, don't you get concerned to a point that he's got too many businesses on his plate? Like he's opening stores. He's opening stores. He is. Yeah, that's
entrepreneur.
I never worry about it. I just let him cook. You know,
But,
he's
like-
the type of guy you just walk away, let him cook.
Is the Valley Nutrition thing still going? He opened the nutrition store.
It's a great
That's-
question. Great
with all-
question.
I love Luna Lou, but that's the last guy you would expect to open the
You just start
nutrition
selling
store.
like beds or something, doing like some kind of. He's into everything, man. He
He
really
is.
is.
Which I respect. I mean, the guy's a grinder. Is that still open, Mikey?
I don't know. I think so. I haven't heard about it closing, so I'm sure it is still open, but I don't know. We've talked about it before and we'll talk about it again. You know, maybe now that listen, this show is revolving around fitness these days. Joe is in full
Your
Jack
health.
Lane mode. He's ready to go. He's turning his life around one day at a time, one session at a time. And again, tough time of the year to do it. You got to tip your cap because that's really like, that's really like fighting an uphill battle during the holidays, man. The cookies out there and all that shit. That's tough.
Yeah, I yang when other people yang. That's what I do.
This
This
is the
guy is
greatest-
unbelievable, man.
This is the greatest clip. Dude, this is the greatest clip. Yo, I have watched
Joe, you
this.
knew he was you put something up like that. You know he's gonna do that. You know that. Like, did you think that was just gonna
Classic.
go?
It's
I
just-
was dying there, Michael. I was
What
What were you
dying.
do? Was that at the end of what, cardio or what were you doing?
Yeah, I do this incline at like the 15 incline.
Yeah, the incline walk.
for
Yeah,
30 minutes, and
That's
it's
good,
fucking
though.
harder than jogging,
You know-
dude. It's
you know-
good though.
you know-
Jogging. Let me tell you something. No good for you, bro. No
You
good.
know-
no,
who's
it's
been
not.
watching-
Running's not good.
Bullshit.
who's-
I mean, running is good, but it's
You know
the
who's
body
who's been
takes a
going to
beat.
the gym and he just rips the elliptical, and if I ran into him at the gym, I'd be fucking horrified.
oh
Jet goes on the elliptical now time to time, but like, do you know how pissed off he probably like running into him at the gym has to be quite the fucking experience because he does not want to talk in general. If you run into him at the gym, he is not going to want to conversate. But just to
I'd love
see-
to watch a workout that he does.
Me too.
See what exactly he does. Those thunder thighs have been. If he's doing
Wow.
squats,
No, he
watch
does.
out, man.
Right.
If he's doing, let me tell you something. That guy's doing squats.
Thunder
He
thigh.
needs like a 5 fucking foot radius with no one around him with those things,
they're
man.
big.
Really? I never
Oh
noticed that.
my god, this guy's
right?
got hot thighs of a heifer.
Ticket's got he's built. He's got a big undercarriage.
Yeah, but he don't have
He's got
it.
a caboose ticket.
Yeah. He's
Mikey,
built down there, bro.
Have
He's
you
thick.
heard about Jet's balls? We've talked about it, right?
Yeah, we've talked about
Oh.
the balls. Yeah.
They're like 2 giant pomegranates just hanging down,
Yeah,
dude.
He's got notorious balls.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
That's horrifying.
I never really noticed like that. He's got big legs. Ticket, I've noticed. I'm like, yeah, Ticket is like the
He's
type
got
of
a
guy that like
badonk.
Phil Sims and Boomer Esiason would love because they were always like quarterbacks have to be built real thick below the waist. They always like judge their quarterback evaluations on guys who had thick asses and thighs. So Tick is like he's got trunks down there. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
I know.
dude, he really is slimmed down, which good on him because there was a time
Yeah, he
where
looks
he
great.
was
He looks great.
real. Remember Joe when he just went off the rails and it was unlike it was like he was trying to
You guys
gain
are
like,
ordering fucking McDonald's. That's tough, man. You go away for a week, bro. You have no motivation when you come back from something like that to just go back
Well,
to the normal ways. It's
Tick
so much
goes on the
easier.
extremes though. He went from like literally postmating everything and
Yeah.
eating everything. If like Bob, by the way, I say this and I say this with all due respect, Bob, mentally, you're the fattest out of all of us because like Bob will initiate a lot
Yes.
of these orders. He'll be
Yes,
like,
yes, yes.
we'll be finishing our meal. He'd be like, so I'm just gonna put it out there. Ice cream could go down real nice. And then none of us have the self-reserve to be like, okay, so then we all jump on board. But Ticket went from literally hopping on every order, and then to then now there was a time where he was having like one meal every 2 days. Like the guy was on the air diet. It was
And Bob's
crazy.
a sneaky fuck too, because on the trips he'll go for those runs in the middle of the day.
first thing in the morning.
We'll go from
You wake
ordering
up and he's there
McDonald's-
with
we'll
coffee.
Go from ordering McDonald's breakfast and gambling to like, yeah, I'm gonna go take a 3-mile run. Like just a very, very odd placement for the exercise session. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I thought we were just being degenerates today. And then he hits you with that. And it's like, yeah, I
6:30
can't get
a.m.
behind that.
F45 class. This guy's in.
But
Good for him.
it's all to clear the system to do that. Like there's nothing better than like Thanksgiving, we played 2.5 hours of pickleball. You're drenched in sweat, and then you just
Correct.
clear yourself.
It's the earning mentality. You've earned you've earned mentally what you believe to be okay to do to your body. Where in reality, like you still have to, like, you should more often than not do that. But
Right. It's not good. I mean, I would think, correct me if I'm wrong, Mikey, but like on one of these days, say I worked out, I do a class, I burn 1,000 calories, which is a lot.
mhm.
I would think with how we eat, I pack that on so fast to where that's out the window pretty quick by
Yeah, I just think it's like you gotta have more good days than bad days. That's really what it comes down to. I think if you have if you're like 75 to 80% good days, 20% bad days, I think you're in a good range right there. If 80% of the days are good days, then you have your 20%, I think you're fine. It's if you're getting to the 50-50 range, the closer you get to that, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in trouble because the bad will outweigh the good in that respect.
Let me tell you what'll help you guys both out is getting a good night's sleep. And I'll start off by saying your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that the temperature regulating so that you can sleep the perfect temperature all night long. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go try miracle.com/dumb, D-U-M-B, and use the code DUMB to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's try miracle.com/dumb to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode.
Really nice, D-man. Really, really, really nice there, pal. Yeah, I mean, look, I even like when we did we did a drinking challenge for Bob to Sports, another one where we don't really remember much. I don't think it was as bad as that first wheel we had, D-man. But I had set out, I knew the week prior that on that day I was going to have Wendy's, that I had mapped it out that I was going to have Wendy's that day. After the
Mapped it
challenge,
out.
Yeah, of course you mapped it out.
so the day comes after the challenge, we literally go to dinner and we have a big Italian dinner. I went home and I ordered Wendy's because that in my mind, that was going to be the day that I ordered Wendy's. It's bad. I got a problem.
Yeah, when
But
you double down like and triple down like that, it's
Crazy.
just it's so wild. Like that's just so wild. And I don't know. Go ahead, Joe.
The craziest thing I've ever witnessed with this group was we were on a road trip through Florida and we were stopped at an Airbnb. And this might have been the peak of when we were at our worst. We ordered McDonald's. Okay. We had an entire meal and we're sitting around watching games and 15, 20 minutes go by and Bob's just like, listen, or I think it might have been Ticket.
It was
somebody.
not me. It was Ticket.
It might have been Ticket or
That's
or
when he was
Perez.
at his fattest.
Oh, he was at his
wiggle
fattest.
job there, Bob.
Yeah.
He goes, listen, I'm not satisfied yet. I could run it back. They did another McDonald's order, Mikey. They ran it back.
But
Double down.
The sickest part was the next morning we ordered McDonald's breakfast. So we had to shove the McDonald's off the table from the night before.
I tell you what, that's seeing the carnage in the morning of all the wrappers and shit is
God.
like that's when it really
anymore.
hits you. That's when it really hits you. Like, man, oh man, this is rock bottom. This is what rock bottom feels like. Has to be what rock bottom feels like. And by the way, when you do these challenges on the course with the drinking mixed with the eating, like I don't know like how you could go out and eat like I don't know. It's a miracle that you guys don't shit yourselves. Like it's a miracle to me that you guys bathroom wise, like doing that, you just don't shit yourselves.
Really?
Yeah. Because like that amount of drinking and eating out on a golf course, walking around like that, it's just a recipe for disaster, in my opinion.
Let me tell you something, Mikey. It's not for the faint of heart, man. Those things are grueling.
I try to like not eat much before I go play golf because of that very concern. Like my deepest, darkest concern is having to take an uncontrollable shit while I just like, that's a nightmare scenario for me that I still have managed to avoid, by the way. And I played quite a few rounds the last couple of years and I've avoided that. The
round I still wish I was there for was when you got into it with your caddy. I would pay to see what I just wish I could
Not
see.
the arrow, it's the Indian.
Yeah. I would love
prick.
to see who was in the wrong there, how that all shook out. It would be just
Is that what he told you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like me and Ticket played at a country club that we had no business being at, and we played with the guy. We played with Chucky, and he brought this guy, the member, who we didn't know who he was at all. And you're at these big country clubs. It's nerve-wracking on the first tee box. Ticket wasn't playing any golf at all. And he says to the caddy, which I thought was really nice. He's like, "Hey man, just want to let you know I'm going to keep it moving fast today. I'm not a good golfer. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not going to slow anything down." The caddy looks at him and he goes, "Well, I wouldn't jump into water if I didn't know how to swim."
Yeah, like come on.
It was
man.
such an obnoxious. It was,
Come
and
on, bro.
he didn't even laugh at you. It was such a rude thing to say. And then Ticket sure as shit shanked his first tee shot, and it wasn't an enjoyable round, even if you're at this nice course. At that point,
that was my issue. This was S County Country Club, one of the
That's
most
a great spot.
beautiful.
I played
yes,
there.
yes. I mean, and I mean, like it's gorgeous. And I just wanted to I don't get out a lot. I don't get out a lot. Like for me to go play is like a big deal. Joe, you could go like this all you fucking want. You're so fucking naive. Like I don't get out a lot, dog. Like I can't just go golfing at whenever.
That's because you choose not to golf. You do other things.
Joe, that's not true though, Joe. In this, that's not true. I don't get a time where I could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go out and take 4 hours for myself with the kids and shit. It doesn't happen often. So when it does, and on top of that, at a course like that, like I just don't want to be bothered. Just leave me the fuck alone. Like I just want to go out and enjoy the weather, the company, the game. Like I just want to have a good time. This guy, I'm gonna have you. Oh, forget it. By the end of this round, I'm gonna have you doing. I go, yeah, okay, pal. I mean, just ridiculous, just overstepping, man. But speaking of shitting your pants on the golf course, anyway, do I have to tell you something about if you do shit your pants? There's a company out there that's on the lookout for you. It's a little company called MeUndies. MeUndies. All right, holiday season's officially upon us, and MeUndies, my go-to brand for unbelievable comfort, has you covered with everything you need to be your coziest self. From lounge pants to hoodies, sweats, and onesies, MeUndies is so much more than just an underwear brand. And since the holidays are here, what could be better gift for everyone on your list than a gift of comfort from MeUndies? There's a style for everybody. They have a cut for everyone, 20 different styles, unmatched comfort, versatile loungewear. You can wear it anywhere. Knock out all of your holiday gifting needs today with MeUndies. To get exclusive holiday deals and savings all month long, go to MeUndies.com/dumb. Enter promo code dumb. That's MeUndies.com/dumb, code dumb. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
and the last one of the episode, very well done, Mikey V, is
Very
Element,
nice.
a life-changing drink. LMNT, Element, helps anyone stay hydrated without the sugar and the other dodgy ingredients found in popular electrolyte and sports drinks. Electrolyte deficiency or imbalance can cause headaches, cramps, fatigue, brain fog, and weakness. Element has got you covered. A zero sugar electrolyte drink mix and sparkling electric water born from the growing body of research revealing that optimal health outcomes occur at sodium levels 2 to 3 times government recommendations. You cannot go wrong with Element. Get your free Element sample pack with any purchase at drinklmnt.com/dumb. That's drinklmnt.com/dumb. Also try the new LMNT Sparkling, a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring the podcast. Fellas, that's going to bring us into our buy or sell portion of the show. What did you see that you liked? What did you see that you did not like? I will start. Something that I'm buying that's big recently. They're all over the place now, and I think it's better than a regular hamburger. I am buying the smash burger. I had a smash burger.
Yeah.
Those, I mean, I think pound for pound, like sometimes you do need a big hamburger. I think it pound for pound, the smash burger is so much better than a regular burger because it's like crispy. And they're all over now. I'm big on the smash burger, D-man.
Pop was talking about it last night. He ordered it. You know where he got it from, which I don't know if you tried, but apparently their greatest Culver's has a great
Culver's. I've heard
great
that,
smash burger,
No
Bob.
shit.
And you know what? They also have. We were talking about Culver's last night. They don't get the credit they deserve. They do the cheese fries, but the fries, they have the cheese on the side. It's unbelievable. You got to try Bob. Culver's burgers are legit.
They're
When's the
Postmates.
next-
That's a 10-minute delivery on Postmates.
It's close.
When's
It's
the next
close.
time you're going to put down an order of cheese fries, Joe? You think?
Not for a while, Mikey.
When's the first
unfortunately.
like cheat day? Do you have like a highlight?
I know when I go to LA.
Okay.
When I go to LA, I'm going
Which
to
is
cut.
when?
I'm going to cut one night, and I'm going to go
when?
off.
When is that?
What about
That'll
Rayos?
be. I don't know if I'm going to do Rayos because I'm
Oh.
staying out in Terranea. I mean, if I can, I'm staying out in the Palisades. It's kind of a hike, but I think for sure the Christmas dinner, Mikey, will be like the first.
You have to. Yes.
The Christmas, we do a Christmas like a lunch, like a big meal earlier in the day. That'll be with my mom and my family. So that will be one that I do hit. And then like that cut one's another one on my list, but I don't know, man. I don't have like too many, like I'm going to really try like this next week. I'm going to Arizona next week with Bob and FP and stuff. I'm going to literally eat like nothing.
I need you as a support group. Vice versa. We got to hold each other accountable.
We got to stick together,
We
man.
do.
Bob
We
is
do.
saying that. Bob is saying this now. You know, goddamn well, he is not. He is
I-
not. He's going to look to sabotage you every which way.
That's not
Joe.
true.
Yes,
Do you really
you're
think
saying
that-
that's not
do
true.
you
You're
think-
laughing.
Do you think
Uh-huh.
that now I'm laughing because maybe I'll give in when Perez pulls into a McDonald's? Not that I'm pointing the finger at Perez, but that's exactly what I'm doing. But I don't want to see Joe go off the rails. I would never root for the guy to go off the rails, but could I possibly give in? Yeah, but that's why we got to hold each other accountable. A lot of Hawaiian bros.
Joe, head on a swivel there, bro. All right, head on a swivel.
It's
when you're
only
out
it's a
there with
quick
him.
in and out, but like I'm traveling down with FP, like we're flying on the same flights. We're stopping in Charlotte, I think, and then that's gonna be.
Bojangles.
Yeah,
Terminal
no,
C.
Like, I'm gonna,
Bob's got
I'm
it
gonna
all
make sure
thought
where
out
we're
already.
flying into. I gotta make sure if
Well,
it's
the-
Charlotte, it's not good, man.
But
Yeah,
the
we're
smash-
flying into Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah, it's
Smash
Charlotte.
burger is a great call though, because on the Blackstone, that's like the big thing is doing the smash
Oh,
burgers. Yeah, with
that's-
like the
dude.
weighted press and all that shit with
So-
the chopped onion and all that nonsense.
And the
Well,
cheese.
Let
Yep.
me ask you, Mikey. Like if you go to do the smash burger, can you
Yeah.
just buy a regular patty and then just smash it, or do you have to
Yeah, but
buy
I
like a
think-
smaller?
Like I think like for those, like you just buy your ground beef and you just make your own patties and then smash it with like the griddle, like they make like a smasher. I don't know what they call it, like a press, whatever. Like it almost is like a bacon press, but it could be circular, rectangle, and you just smash it down,
It's normally
chop up
circular,
onions,
and you just put it on
little
top.
little cheese on there, and you're good to go. They're excellent though. On the griddle top is.
Oh, I would love when we
amazing.
come. I'd love you to make me a smash burger.
Sure, Bob. No
I
problem.
really would.
I no problem.
I really would.
I'm going to mark that down.
Okay. All right.
You
Let's head
mark
over to
that down.
Joey D. Joey D, what do you got?
I'm gonna buy this week, and I
No
haven't watched through all of it, but just really fun stuff. I'm gonna settle in and probably watch the rest of it tonight. The new Hard Knocks featuring the AFC North teams, really cool shit. And by the way, you got Jameis Winston in there, Bob.
Oh,
You got
God.
Mike Tom. I mean, you got some good characters in there. Mike Tomlin is wild to watch. Like they start off just doing all like their press, like their season, it's like done in the middle of the season too, which I like. So like you see where the teams are at. It's not like a traditional one where they do it before the season and they're like amping up. It's like mid-season. So you see them preparing for the teams and stuff. Really good stuff. I always like the Hard Knocks, but this one's even better because it showcases more than just the one team. It shows all the four teams: the Bengals, Browns, Steelers, and Ravens. And really cool stuff. I really enjoyed the first episode.
Yeah, I would give that a go, especially the in season. I think is cool. The only thing with the Hard Knocks is they've come out now with so much of it that it used to be like one thing leading into the season. It was awesome. They've come out with so much.
3
But
shows now.
Yeah,
It's like the off season, the preseason, and in season.
This
So
in
it's like
season
it's
though,
literally
this
3.
is cool. The
I
in
believe
season
it.
is cool because it's different than any of the ones I've seen before. And it's
Amazon had done that. Amazon had that like the season featuring the Arizona Cardinals. Like they had a show where
I
it was
hadn't
like
seen it.
it was very similar to Hard Knocks where they followed a team for the whole
yeah,
season.
yeah.
You remember that, Bob?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I
So
hadn't
that-
seen that.
So
No, but-
HBO just did what they do best. They went off that blueprint and they made it better. because they HBO does everything the right way. They do it.
Even
they do
the
it best.
intros and stuff. I mean, it's done very well. Bob, you would really enjoy it, I think.
Kyler Murray was at it was the most random thing. He was sitting next to Tom Aspinall. Kyler Murray was at the last UFC event that I was at too, which was bizarre seeing. I guess it was like a bye week for them. He's an interesting cat, huh?
Big gamer.
Yeah, they've said that about him. Big gamer. Just my thoughts. Let's I do think I would end up like if I actually tuned into it, Joe. I actually think I would end up really liking.
It's right up your alley, Bob. I thought of you right away when I started watching it.
Mikey V, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a 3-way buy this week. I'm gonna buy also, and I'm gonna buy. It started already, and it's got the potential to derail me, but I won't let it. But Christmas cookies, these cookie shares. Now that I got kids in school, they did this thing, Bob. Listen to this, Bob. I pick up Gabriella from school the other day, and they did this thing where it was a cookie bake, like a share thing, where every parent was obligated. I guess not obligated. You didn't have to participate, but you don't want to be the asshole that doesn't, to bring in like their own cookies.
Oh.
All right. Now I'm not used to this because I've never had a kid before. I got 2 kids, but Dom, for whatever reason, I don't remember them doing it when he was there. But for Gabriella, every parent from every grade in the school brought in cookies, and they had them like spread out on these tables. And you just went in there when you pick them up and you get a box and you just fill it with fucking all these different cookies. And I mean, you're getting a wide range of shit.
Sugar cookies or
snickerdoodle, peppermint chocolate chip. And the guy, he steered me the right way. The owner of the school, he comes up to me, he goes, Mike, he goes, this one girl's mom is a professional baker. He goes, you have to get this one cookie. He pointed me in the right direction. This cookie it was like some type of like a salted caramel chocolate chip, and it was like, when you bit into it, you're like, okay, whoever made it, this is a professional cookie. This is not like a store bought, like this is a professional baker made this cookie. Unbelievable cookies.
Joe,
I'm buying the Christmas cookie, man.
Do you remember Ticket's ex-girlfriend? I was so upset when
she
they
made the
broke
best
up.
cookies ever.
Oh
Allie.
Is that right?
Was it Allie? Yeah. Oh my God.
She would sprinkle salt on the chocolate chips.
Yeah, that's a good move.
So it would have
Good
an
move.
extra little
That's a good
tang
move.
to it,
That's
Mikey.
what
After-
this was. It was like a salted caramel chocolate chip. It's a game changer.
And it's after the cookie's done. If you look at a cookie and you see salt on top of it, like a home baker, you're in real.
She
you're in
would
the
wrap
hands of a
them in
professional.
like foil and give them out to us. It was some of the best cookies
But
I've ever had.
That salted thing is coming back, man. Like the
Yeah.
Wendy's salted caramel frosty, which
It's
by
a
the way, I
salt and
had it.
sweet.
Good.
It's good,
Nah, I didn't
Bob.
like
It ain't the triple berry, dog. It's just
Why?
not.
I don't get. Look, we
The
love
triple
Wendy.
berries. The triple berry's the best.
Yeah. By the way, we got some fun stuff coming up with Wendy's.
That's good to know.
The triple berry was one of my favorites. I would love them to bring that back.
Triple berry should be I mean, listen, if you want to just make it seasonal, that's fine, but it can't be just a one drop release and you never see it again.
Is it better than the orange dreamsicle?
No, I got my power 3 is still triple berry 1. No, triple berry 1 for me, Bob.
Wow,
triple berry is number 1. Yeah.
You really
And to be honest, chocolate, my power 3 is triple berry 1, orange dreamsicle 2, chocolates at 3. Yeah, I got chocolate at 3 in my power ranking. I do. I got OG chocolate at 3.
Wow.
They've had misses though. Strawberry, not there. The salted caramels above that, but
I saw it was
not
almost
there.
like maybe you might have to run it back. It looked like the one you got. It was really
little
drippy.
soupy.
You might have got a bad machine.
could have been a bad machine. Could have been. Joe, if you were at Wendy's,
stick it in the freezer 20 minutes after you get it, or after you get it for 20 minutes, they say throw it in the freezer. It's a life-changing experience. I've never done that.
Like tuna fish, it's better.
You gotta have resolve to not keep eating it to do that. That's
I ate it so fast, Joe. I was so hungry. I was so hungry. It was insane. I got brain freeze like I've never had before. I was crying. I had tears coming out of my eyes. I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten in hours. And the only thing I had that day, I think, was a chicken salad. That's it.
That's such a special.
Big health freaks here at the Brilliantly Dumb Show now. Big health freaks.
Joe, if you were at a Wendy's right now,
give me the order.
Let's say Swole Cuts is not a thing. You're at a Wendy's.
Cuts.
Yeah, Swole Cuts is gone.
Right.
Okay. You're at the drive-thru right now. You're starved. What's that order looking like?
I would do Dave's double. I'd fire up the Baconator cheese fries. I would probably fuck around with a Frosty, and I'd do I would either do and I would on the side I'd either do the chicken nuggets or I would do one of their bowls of chili, which just
He
hits.
He loves the chili. He
does.
loves the wing. I knew
Really.
the chili was coming, Bob. The chili, that train's never
By the
late.
way, I told Nicole the other day, I think I could eat soup every day for like 3 weeks straight and not
soup
have
guy.
anything. I love soup. Chilies, stews.
That's
soup.
a good top 5 to revisit one day, Bob, for draft style.
That's a
top 5 soup.
great top
We did
5,
it. We did it back in the day. Now it would get real interesting because once you eliminate a soup off the board, like that's gonna get like once you get to the late rounds of the
You
soup
got to
draft,
start
that's
firing
gonna
in
get very
mulligatawny with your last pick.
Sure. cream of mushroom you're gonna get to over there, you know.
Broccoli cheddar's got to be high up there
Yeah,
too.
I you know, the only issue with me and soup is like it's just it almost like if I'm really hungry, it just feels like it's a waste of my time. That's the only it's just like it's a waste of my like it has to be in addition to a gluttonous order. So like for Chinese, when I order Chinese, I'll throw in the large wonton soup because I have 30 other items that I'm going to be dabbling in.
Mikey, by the way,
but at a restaurant, it's tough to justify me doing a soup over an appetizer.
Next time you do the wonton soup, Mikey, you hit them with the war wonton. It's a more deluxe version of the wonton soup. Comes with more items inside of the wonton. Yes,
I'm not making wonton.
I'm telling you right now.
Is this a Vancouver exclusive?
I'm telling you right now. Look it up. War
Bob,
wonton
you've ever heard of this?
It comes with chunks of beef. It comes with chunks of actual beef in there. It's got more vegetables. It's like it's like the deluxe version of what it's unreal.
It is Sunday.
There's a lot of off the menu, like the house special fried rice. If in New Jersey metropolitan area, if you order a house special fried rice, they take like the pork, shrimp, beef, chicken, and they do it all in one fried rice. That's like a hack. I've never heard of war wonton soup.
Here it is. The difference between wonton soup and war wonton soup is it has more vegetables, sliced chicken, roast pork, and shrimp.
And don't forget the last line of that it's the best in Vancouver. If you get it from Vancouver.
War wonton, man.
I'm going to have to remember that, Joseph.
Oh, it's true.
Never heard of that.
WOR, war.
It's a great name. It's a great name for it.
It really is.
Mikey, I would love for you to call and they have no clue what you're talking about. Like for them just to be like,
I'm gonna ask. Yeah. I mean, we're only a few weeks away from that, so I'm gonna be asking.
Write it down, Mikey. Don't forget.
I won't forget that. That's easy to remember.
How do Chinese places get their broccoli to be so different than any other broccoli?
Their broccoli is the greenest, freshest, crunchiest looking broccoli on the planet. It's unbelievable. They must have some kind of broccoli farm hidden somewhere that only they have access to this produce because that's a great call. It's a great
beef and broccoli is just
when you get that sesame chicken combo platter with the egg roll, that little, and it's always like just a little nook of broccoli buried in the corner, maybe 4 or 5 stalks at most is what you're getting.
And they have the best.
It's unbelievable though.
Baby corn, you won't see anywhere else.
And water chestnuts also, Joe.
But baby corn, you never see baby corn in the wild unless it's on a Chinese plate.
Correct. It's correct.
Yeah,
they've cornered the market on that. They really have.
This entire episode, all we have talked about is food, and
I'm okay with it. I'm starving.
Me too, man. It's all we have talked about.
But Bob, you're 3 hours behind us, so it's not even 10 a.m. there.
Yeah.
You think that matters? That don't matter.
But I'm doing this now. I don't eat till like 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It'd be hard.
Holly wants to do sandwiches today, so that's gonna be.
Can we get a picture in the Gambler's Digest?
Little cutlet.
I'll tell you, if Holly tells you what to eat, you eat it. You don't.
Yeah, that's right. No, she's like, "What do you think about sandwiches today?" I said, "That's fine.
That's great.
That's totally fine."
Well, we got the Talercio's Brilliantly Dumb Show special.
There you go. There you go. And listen, you won't be hungry after you eat that bad boy. I can tell you that. That's enough to feed an army. Yeah. Now today will be like if we do it the right way. I'm thinking like long hot pepper, chicken cutlet, sharp provolone, Joe, little balsamic glaze.
You do the vodka sauce on there?
No.
I gotta dabble into the long pepper. I haven't had enough reps with it.
Love a long hot pepper.
I bet I would like it.
Love a long hot pepper.
It's not spicy, right? It's hot.
Well,
It's hot.
it's not hot temperature wise. It's spicy
It's
hot.
spicy, Bob.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's head on into our top 5. Okay. This is a top 5 that we have done before. We just have not done this in the snake draft format. So it's gonna be the first time in the snake draft format. Joey D with a nice list last week. You got to give it to Joey D. The Brilliantly Numb Show track
nice
on
list.
Twitter has a really
Very
nice list. Really was. What a
That was a
despicable
blowout.
list.
That was a blowout.
I came dead last, right?
You sure did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, to this week's top 5 is going to be top 5 game day foods. Game day, what are you eating? Top 5 foods. Joey D, you have the first selection of where you'd like to go. Mikey, you're after that.
I'm gonna go 1.
Joey D's going to go 1. Mikey, where would you like to go?
I am gonna go 2 today. I'm gonna take the rare spot.
I won at 2 yet.
I think that there's 2 particular things that are the absolute indisputable 1-2
There are.
punch. So I have to go 2.
See, I think there's an undeniable 1. Like if I was in Joe's position, I would take the 1 too.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right, so I'm gonna have 3, but okay, I'm curious to see it.
Yep.
Joey D,
number
take
one.
away.
Number 1 to me is a no-brainer's pizza. I think that's the number 1.
See,
and
now
it's
that
not
took
even
Bob by
close.
surprise, and it took him by surprise because I'm going to take what Bob thought was the
Chicken
undisputed
wings.
number 1 and 2 is wings. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
I
the
just think-
wings.
Pizza to me is the superior.
Oh,
You know
D-man.
why, Bob? Because when you have a bunch of people together, the pizza play is so much easier to
That's correct.
distribute amongst a variety of people than a chicken wing
That's
order.
correct.
And plus it's more filling. So like you have different variations. I mean, wings is right there. I think with Mikey, I think wings is the number 2.
I think pizza and wings are 1A and 1B. That's why I had to go. It kills me to go 2 because I hate losing the back-to-back. But in this case, I just felt like that was the only move for me. I had to go 2.
Okay,
I would have done the same.
I'm gonna go nachos, and then I'm gonna go sliders. So like a burger slider, to be
Yeah,
specific.
I'll go subs.
Yeah,
That's a good one. You know, they start after a while and they start dropping off pretty quickly. That's
D-man,
the
are you
problem.
okay? Just quick check with the committee. Are you okay with subs, or do you want something more specific?
No, I think it's like a sub sandwich. I think
Yeah.
that we all know. I think that's
Okay.
fine with me.
Like, you get that 6-foot sub,
All right.
you chop it up or whatever.
I'm gonna go with.
You got back-to-back, Joe.
I know this is huge for me too. All right, I'm gonna go with like fried chicken.
Okay.
And then on the way back, I'm gonna go with. Give me like, I guess I gotta go specific. This is where it gets tough. I'll go tacos.
All right. Taco. All right. No, all right. I'm gonna take buffalo chicken dip. Give me
Yeah.
buffalo chicken dip.
Back to me for 2.
That's
Yeah.
correct, Bob.
Okay. Give me chicken tenders. And give me fries. Give me French fries.
Okay. Can I take I know Bob, you took nachos. Can I just take chips?
Yeah. I'm Joe, you okay with that? I'm fine with that.
That's like a snack more than like a game day food, though.
It's a
No,
food, though.
But
I mean,
it's a food. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, look, the committee's
right.
got to agree. I don't see anything wrong with that.
fine.
yeah, I'm gonna take chips.
All right. I'll go with like grilled like sausage, like Smokies. Like
Yeah.
like a hot dog. I don't know if you want to call it a hot dog or
Like
sausage, but like, yeah, sausage in a bun, Smokies, whatever.
Michael,
A
do you have
hot dog? No, just is it a hot dog or is it
or a sausage. Yeah,
Like
same
a
thing.
grilled like variation of like a hot dog or sausage. What
With Joe,
Well, I mean,
Joe.
I think there's a fine line between a sausage and a hot dog, Joe. That's all I'm saying. I don't care.
I would say Smokies then. Is that
Smokies? All right. Well, no,
You know
we'll
what
go
I'm
with
saying?
Smokies. Yeah, we'll go with Smokies. Yes, yes, Smokies it is.
Not like a thin little dog, but like
Right.
a sausage.
Smokies it is. Smokies it is.
This guy can't help himself, dude.
No, he's the worst, isn't he?
I think he's talking about you, Mikey.
No, he's talking
I'm
about
talking
you.
about you.
Oh, I think you're talking
yeah.
about I-
No, no, no.
Front and
You.
center over
You're
here.
a problem.
Go watch the video again, dog.
Wow.
It's a great video. It's great. It's a great video.
All right, Joe, you got another one though.
Yeah, you do.
Your last
Um,
selection. Your last selection.
This is tough. Can I go Chinese food?
I mean, sure.
I'll go Chinese food.
Then that is, I mean, I won't disagree with that because I could fuck with that, but that's a wild pick.
Mikey,
I
don't-
mean, listen.
do you
I,
need
I don't
something-
disagree. I don't disagree with it.
To me,
'cause I love
Chinese food
I can
for
eat
the
Chinese for
entire
fucking
crew
breakfast.
is tremendous. It's as fun
Listen,
as it gets.
It's sacred. It's sacred to me. You're walking on sacred ground when you talk about Chinese.
If somebody doesn't like that, they just don't get it, man. That's fine.
I'm big on Chinese food for the Sunday too. I mean, a Sunday.
Well, that's
or
what I
at the
yeah,
games.
game
But
day.
but do we need something more specific, or isn't that just considered a cuisine? I don't mind it. I'm just saying.
I
don't
think
you-
Yeah.
it's such a wild play that no one else is going to
I-
pick a
I
variation. of
agree.
That's fine.
Chinese
That's
food.
fine. He could take it. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
I'm between two things right here. I'm between potato skins or spinach artichoke bread bowl, like the spinach artichoke bread bowl dip. I already have a dip, so I'll go potato skins. I'm going to go with the potato skins.
Okay. I'm gonna lock me in for ribs.
It's
You know,
not
Bob,
bad.
I had ribs. It was down on my big board, but I did have ribs were there. They were there. It was an emergency thing for me. Good undrafted free agent.
Especially at the tailgate. If you see a guy at the tailgate busting out
Sure.
ribs, that's
Oh,
a-
yeah.
well, yeah, that's
Sure.
a seasoned vet. So Mikey V, let's roll through what we got.
Joseph has pizza, fried chicken, tacos, smokies, and Chinese food.
The old smoky.
I have wings, subs, buffalo chicken dip, chips, potato skins. Bob has nachos, sliders, tenders, fries, and ribs. That's a hefty meal. It's a hefty
hefty.
meal.
Feel good about it. Feel really good. Time.
All right.
Time will tell. Joey D takes it home last week. Mikey V broke the streak the week before with the crumb cake gate,
Good to
which was
see.
big. So it's
Should have put crumb cake. Fuck.
Oh, Mikey, there's not a world you would have run crumb cake back. What are you talking
I don't know.
about?
What do you think would get more votes, Smokies or crumb cake, Bob, for a game day
I
snack?
can't wait to see Smokey.
I've never heard of the term Smokies. That's the only
There-
reason.
okay, you know what it is? It's like that. It's like a big sausage. Like it's bigger than a hot dog. You know?
But
Like
no,
a
Joe, were you,
kielbasa or something?
Yeah,
Like
like
kielbasa?
yeah.
where he threw me off though, he goes, he wanted to get a hot
He goes,
dog.
or
and
hot dog.
sauce.
Yeah. Monopolize the whole phallic symbol food. That's fine. That's fine. You get all the phallic symbol food, Joe. That's good. Anything that looks like a dick, Joe. Joe will put.
Yeah. You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
I love you, brother. I love you, brother.
We love you, D
I
man.
love you, brother.
All right,
Love
folks.
you too,
That has
guys.
been
By the way,
another-
that is a really nice sweater.
it's a great
Thank
sweater.
you,
I didn't
Mike.
want
That is a nice sweater.
I didn't want to sweater
This guy's
shame
got
by any
nice
means.
sweaters, bro.
I know.
Sweaters go a long way, dude.
They
You can
really
wear them. They're
do.
very versatile.
Tell you what else goes a long way. Show him the old wrist piece there, D man.
Shut the
Yeah,
hell
go
up,
and
dude.
show him the old wrist piece.
It's
there,
a
D.
bracelet. It's a bracelet.
Not just any bracelet.
This
That's a-
guy's out of his mind, man.
that's
Oh,
a-
Bob, don't do that to him.
No, it's a nice bracelet. I'm being. It's a really
Super nice
bracelet.
piece.
Nice
Super
piece.
nice
It's
piece.
a nice piece.
Super nice piece.
All right, that has done it. Another edition.
You guys are out of your minds.
Another edition for Really Dumb Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. And on that note, take care. We love you. We appreciate you. We will see you next time.
Bro.